Right now, Denver police need your help to identify this suspect involved in a baggage theft from earlier this year. They say the suspect stole a bag on July 24th at Carousel 12 at DIA. Meanwhile, Denver police are also looking for the driver and vehicle involved in a fatal hit-and-run crash. This happened early yesterday morning at 12:12 a.m. in the area of East Colfax Avenue and North Trenton Street. Police say a car hit a pedestrian as they were crossing Colfax. They were pronounced dead at the scene. Police are looking for a dark-colored sports car with minor to moderate damage on the front passenger side bumper. If you know anything about this, their number is 720-913-7867.
Chain law is currently in effect, meaning commercial vehicles must carry chains from September through May. New numbers show that some drivers aren't following the law. On October 1st, CSP conducted a chain law enforcement operation on I-70 near Dotsero. They stopped nearly 470 trucks. They issued more than 100 citations. 50 of them were chain violations. About 90% of trucks are in compliance with the chain law, and more inspections are coming in the week of October 13th. CSP is reminding drivers, if you are required to carry chains and you don't have them, you can expect a fine.
With the holidays coming up, Lakewood police are urging business owners to tighten up security. The department's sharing a checklist to help prevent property crimes. Start by locking your doors and windows. Make sure your alarms and security cameras work. Keep lights on inside and out. Remove any high valuable items from view. And leave an empty cash drawer on display after hours to show that there is nothing to steal. And if you see something suspicious, call 911.
Loveland City Council plans to discuss short and long-term housing solutions tonight. So this comes after the city closed its only overnight shelter for adults last week with no backup plan. 9 News reporter Courtney Yoon joins us live from the newsroom now. Courtney, the mayor is now facing criticism for letting people living on the streets stay inside a city hall.
Yes, that's right, Lauren. Loveland Mayor Jackie Marsh says she had no other option when temperatures dropped and it started raining on Sunday night. This all started last week when a temporary permit for the city's only overnight shelter expired. Dozens of people staying there moved outside to the Loveland Municipal Center and set up what they call Camp Hope. When the cold and rain started to come through over the weekend, the mayor opened the doors to City Hall to let some people stay inside. Some city council members, even those who have voted to reopen the shelter, say the mayor made a mistake. Marsh says she was concerned about the health and safety of the people living outside.
The full council cannot make that decision. That is the city manager's decision. It's also in our procedures and also our governing documents. So none of us have that kind of authority to invite people in, regardless of the situation.
This is truly not about me. It's not about opening City Hall. It's about the unhoused. We need affordable housing. The leading cause of homelessness is the lack of affordable housing. If you make $15 an hour in Loveland, you need to be able to find a place to live that pays $15 an hour.
Sunday night, the city opened the Loveland Resource Center for people to stay given the cold and wet weather. Then police came to sweep the encampment outside of City Hall, forcing people to leave or get a ticket. Advocates say they need better solutions. We'll hear from them coming up in an hour at 8 o'clock. Live in the newsroom, Courtney Yoon, 9 News.
Courtney, thank you. The Bueno Center for Multicultural Education at CU Boulder is facing an uncertain future after losing more than $3 million in federal funding. The center received notice last month that 2 federal grants would be discontinued. This impacts the College Assistance Migrant Program and a master's degree program for rural educators.
In the letter, it said that it was discontinued because one of the activities or workshop that we were doing didn't align with the current administration priorities. We've never had this happen like this before. I mean, we were already awarded the money. I think that's the frustrating and disappointing part.
The funding cuts impact approximately 700 students and teachers. CU Boulder has provided bridge funding through June, but the center is still searching for long-term solutions to continue serving first-generation college students and rural educators.
President Trump is trying to deploy National Guard troops from red states into blue states that don't want them. The president now says he'd consider invoking the Insurrection Act. That's a law from 1807, which lets the president to use military forces on American soil when they believe that unlawful obstruction or rebellion against the authority of the United States makes it impractical to enforce the laws of the country.
If people were being killed and courts were holding us up, or governors or mayors were holding us up, sure, I'd do that. I mean, I want to make sure that people aren't killed. We have to make sure that our cities are safe.
Yesterday, leaders in Illinois filed a lawsuit challenging the president's plan to send National Guard troops from Texas into Chicago. Trump has argued the troops are needed to help fight crime in the city and ensure federal agents can enforce immigration laws there. The lawsuit came a day after a Trump-appointed judge temporarily halted Trump's National Guard deployment to an ICE facility in Portland, Oregon. The Insurrection Act was last used more than 30 years ago during the LA riots that followed the severe beating of Rodney King by police.